Hello, LaGuardia community. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael Phipps. I am the post-secondary counselor at LaGuardia, and I work with our students and families in terms of managing difficult situations. As you all are aware, we are facing a lot of challenges currently, working from home, navigating a lot of health concerns, and it seems as though the world is a very anxious and panicked place. Um, and what I wanted to do this morning is really go over a couple of strategies that our students and our families can use during this time at home to alleviate some of that stress and anxiety. First, talking a little bit about anxiety. Anxiety is an emotion that results in feelings of stress. And anxiety occurs when we feel that situations around us are out of control, much like we do now. I know for me, working from home, I feel disconnected from my students, from our teachers, and from the families that I work with on a daily basis. So really, I am trying to find ways to reconnect and to continue connecting with all of our students and with our families until such a time as we are able to be around each other. So a couple of strategies that I have researched and used in the past and use presently to combat anxiety and to combat fear. First and foremost is breathing, and I know this seems like a very simple activity. A lot of people discount it and kind of say, oh, it's something we do all the time. How does this change the way I'm feeling? How does it change my emotional state? And what breathing does for us, specifically deep breathing, which is in through our noses and out through our mouths. Deep breathing allows us to slow our heart rate. One of the symptoms of anxiety and stress is an increased heart rate and increased labored breathing. And by slowing our breathing down, we are essentially calming our system down. So if we think about our minds, our bodies as an engine, when we are anxious, when we're stressed, it's our engine overheating. And when we use deep breathing strategies, we end up cooling down that overheating engine. So when we breathe in, I generally like to sit with my eyes closed, breathe in through my nose for 3 seconds, hold, pause at the top, and then release for 3 seconds. And I do this until I begin to feel my heart rate drop some. This works for some, doesn't work as effectively for others. So if you find that it works for you, I definitely recommend using it. Second piece that I use in terms of coping is moving around. So whether that is going outside for a walk, if you have a pet, taking that pet for a walk outside, or if you don't feel comfortable walking outside, moving around in your dwelling, whether that's an apartment, a home, getting up, walking around. Oftentimes when I'm stressed, I will stretch. So there are a ton of resources on the internet available in terms of stretches that target specific areas of our bodies that hold our stress. These are namely our back, our shoulders, and our abdomens. So looking at stretches that target those areas in order to release some of the stress from our systems. If you have weights at home, I definitely recommend using weights. Light weights, heavy weights, it lets the stress out and also gets our cardio up, keeps us healthy, and keeps us feeling rejuvenated. Certainly a coping mechanism in terms of feeling connected. So right now, a lot of us are sitting at home. with a lot of time during the day to just think. And when we get in our heads about anxiety, it can often make the situation worse. We replay scenarios over and over and over, and it keeps triggering that anxiety, that stress. And so connecting with people, so whether it's family and friends who we may be staying home with, who are in the house with us in our dwelling place, if we don't have many people around us that we feel we can connect with, reaching out to friends, whether it is via video chat, a phone call, even just sending an email or a text helps us feel more connected to the world. This is a very isolating time with not a lot of answers and a ton of questions. So being able to reach out to people, if you feel that that is a challenge for you, reach out to us at LaGuardia. The teachers, the staff, for our students, we've been reaching out to you almost on a daily basis. We're going to continue to do that because we know that it is important for you to feel connected, not just to your families and friends, but also to us. We want you to know that we are there for you. We are here for you, whatever you need. Just let us know. So these are just a couple of strategies that can help with alleviating stress, anxiety, and that underlying feeling, that underlying emotion of fear. So we want to connect with each other through this scenario, through the following weeks, the upcoming weeks. And we really want to begin to find some calm in a very tentative situation that is fluid, it's changing every minute, and finding some calm for ourselves and for each other. And lastly, I would just say being kind to one another. Oftentimes our first instinct is to think about ourselves and to draw inward and to kind of hold back and not put ourselves out there. And being kind to each other can bring on those feelings of calm and also that sense of connectedness. Kindness is a commodity that we can't afford to lose in this time. On a personal note, I appreciate all of the work that our students, that you have been putting in. You never cease to amaze me, never cease to amaze our teachers and staff with your resilience and your tenacity. So thank you for all the work you're putting in. Keep at it, and we will keep supporting you.